And investors are watching to see when the Federal Reserve will start winding down its asset purchases, which have helped the American economy through the pandemic. Reports say it might start discussions about so-called tapering next week. Seo Eunkyung reports.
The U.S. appears to be looking to tighten its monetary easing policy amid concerns of rising inflation. The Federal Reserve is reportedly to put the issue of tapering on the discussion table as early as the coming Federal Open Market Committee meeting next week. Tapering is the slowing of asset purchases, including bonds and mortgage-backed securities, and therefore reversal of a quantitative easing policy. CNBC reported on Monday that the Fed is likely to begin reducing asset purchases later this year or early next year, citing comments from Fed officials. Since March last year, the central bank has been purchasing $120 billion of assets a month in order to stimulate the economy, but tapering would mean it would cut back on these purchases. Any decision will mainly depend on inflationary pressure and how fast the job market recovers from the pandemic. The Fed has committed to only begin scaling back its asset purchases after there is substantial further progress on employment. U.S. job market picked up in May. The employment rate dropped to 5.8% from 13.3% in May last year. And the Wall Street Journal reported on Monday that a surge in commodity prices could arouse fears over persistent inflation. It said that corn, soybeans, and wheat have jumped to their highest levels in 8 years. Oil recently reached a 2-year high. With the inflationary pressure growing, the Fed might announce the tapering faster than the market expects. And experts say that the Fed decision might lead South Korea's central bank to raise its key interest rate.
It is difficult for Korea to raise its interest rates based on its current economic status. However, if the U.S. begins tapering and Korea sees fewer COVID-19 cases and faces inflationary pressure, the country has a higher chance of readjusting its interest rates.
He added that for now, the Bank of Korea seems highly likely to wait for the fast decision before making its move. Seo Eunkyung, Arirang News.